Hey you guys, hello, welcome to my channel, welcome to this video. So we're going to be talking today about if I really am the creator of my own reality, why on earth would I create that? Whatever that might be, right? Whatever that might be. I did a video yesterday on the Black Moon Lilith conjunct the new moon in Cancer and the shadow feminine energy that may be coming up for us all to integrate, right? That may be showing up in its unique way for you to integrate. So, and that video got posted, right? And some really powerful questions came through. And not only powerful questions, but really brave questions as well, right? Because it takes a lot of courage to ask, to deepen understanding, right? Or to hear a bit more about something. It takes a lot of courage to do that. So thank you to the beautiful soul who asked a specific question, which I'm going to be addressing, which is in the title, which I've already said. Now, it's really interesting because when we say we're the creator of our own reality, I am the creator of my own reality. You might accept that, you might know that, you might feel that, you might resonate with that, right? Okay, I'm the creator of my own reality. So what does that mean? That means that everything around you, everything, everyone is a creation of you. You've done that, right? To really know that you are the creator of your own reality, to really know it is to have a deep sense of peace with the way that everything is unfolding in the world, with your personal family, your friends, your work situation, your love situation, everything, and everything else in the world, right? To have a deep peace, that's to really truly embody that knowing, right? And that's what true power is as well, because when we really have that knowing and understanding, then we can create, because there's nothing in the way by way of thoughts, behavior, or emotion. The energy is flowing through us as the channel that we are, right? But the second part of the title, the second part of what we said here, if I'm the creator, I create my own reality, but why would I create that? I wouldn't create that. Okay, so now we've got a second version of the I, of the me. There's someone else there. That's someone else. Do you hear what I'm saying? So if I am the creator of the reality, if you are the creator of your reality and you accept that, you embody that, you know that, then there has got to be this sense of peace with what is being created and knowing that it is all working out in highest good for the best of everyone. Because we know that contrast will inspire further expansion and conflicts in situations and lean us deeper into love, deeper into surrendering, deeper into forgiveness, right? And we know that every person, everything is like a golden thread weaving in this beautiful tapestry of life, right? That's the creator self. But why would I create that? So if you've got a situation happening, maybe it's at work, at home, with the family, maybe it's on a bigger scale, right? Hello, beautiful souls that are joining. Oh my God, Plant Master Perry, I love you so much. Thank you for joining. You might be experiencing, right? We might be experiencing, because collectively, this is what yesterday's video was about. We might be experiencing a projection of shadow. Because shadow can only be seen through a projection, through someone else playing a role. Now, the creator version of you knows that they are playing a role, knows that you're an actor and they're an actor in this play that you, the creator you, has screenwritten, right? You've done the playwright, you've done all of it. The creator you knows that and is excited to see how each actor, that's the human version of you, how each actor is going to put their twist to that role. But it's almost as though you've been given a script that's got some of the lines and some of the plots blacked out, right? Have you ever heard that? Have you ever seen when there's like a big movie about to be released? Have you ever seen that where, you'll see an actor or someone go on an interview on a interview program and they'll say, I have no idea what any of the other lines said because they black it out, right? That's the other me in that statement that we started with. I wouldn't create this. Because we don't see the bigger picture. We're looking at it from a very focused, very narrow, very individualized perspective, right? where there is a hero and a victim and a damsel in distress, all of that, right? All those roles need fulfilling. Now, what's super interesting is, there is this deep calling within you all, within everyone that's watching this and everyone that comments, right? If you might just click on it and click off again, that's fine. But for those people that are watching this, that are listening, that are hearing and resonating with this and knowing that on some level there is truth here, truth for you, and asking those questions, we could get into the principle of polarity, we could get into the law of attraction, we could get into all of that, but we don't need to overcomplicate it. It really is quite simple. Yes, we create everything in our reality, but why? Okay, as humans, this is the second I in that statement, right? The human version rather than the creative version of self. The human version of self often wants to look at the past and they want to go, what have I done to create this situation? I don't like it. It's not that favorable. It feels uncomfortable. I have emotions telling me that something hurts in this situation. And maybe it's a situation that's revolving around betrayal or manipulation. These are big themes right now. And you're not alone. You're not alone in experiencing this. And this isn't to undermine your experience at all. It's not. This is simply for those who really want to go deeper into the creation and conscious creation of your life. Because most people are going around passively creating without realizing. Because our vibration creates. Now, what happens with our vibration is that when we're born onto this planet, the superconscious part of ourselves, we start to forget that connection. We start to detach from that connection. The first part of the statement of this title, I am the creator, that version of ourselves, we start to disentangle from that version of ourselves. We forget that connection, that relationship. We don't nurture it as much. So then what happens is the personality starts to form, quirks, behaviours, likes, dislikes, all these things start to form. And it's really beautiful. It's individual. So that's how we have individuality, right? Now, we then start to passively create because we spend a lot of time feeling disconnected because we've disconnected from our creator self. So we feel disconnected, so we seek that connection elsewhere. And the quickest way that we learn to seek connection as a human species is by externalizing. It's by externalizing our validation, our worth, our love, our ability to be loved. We externalize it into our mother, into our father, into our teacher, into our friends, into society, into our work colleagues. We start externalizing that connection. And we start shifting ourselves so we're out of alignment with the creator version of yourself, with the first I in the sentence, in the title here. I am the creator. And we start to place more emphasis on the connection with the collective we. Now, the collective where most people are focused is in their personality, their mind, their ego. And once again, the mind, the ego, it's not a bad thing. It helps us focus. It helps us create and manifest, right? But if the relationship between the creator version of ourselves and the ego self is disjointed, then we lose faith and we lose bigger picture seeing, right? So then what starts to happen is through a lifetime of externalizing our worth, our vibration starts to become a little bit disjointed and we don't realize because it's not conscious anymore. It's a pattern that's been created from being very young. Now, when being asked, why would I create such manipulation or betrayal or something like that? I remember when I went through something really, really powerful back in 2019, 2018, 2019, 2020, all around this topic. And it was really fascinating because each year there was something specific, very different, but very specific around those themes. And each year I would ask myself, why on earth, like, what have I done to deserve this? I do not deserve this, right? You know, I would ask those questions. And I was missing the point. I was missing the point in asking those questions because I was looking at it from a victim perspective. Because when you focus on something, like when someone starts to do or act toward you in a certain way that you don't find in alignment with you, you've got two choices, really. You either don't pay any attention, which is the best thing to do by the principles and the laws of this universe, right? If you don't want to maximize it. But what most of us do is we go, oh my God. I go, oh my God, why is this person saying this or doing this? They're my friend, or they're my sister, or they're someone very close, they're my lover, why are they doing this? And what that does is vibrationally we are then magnifying the underlying vibration. So if there is manipulation, there is a distrust, right? There's a distrust, there is a fear of not being in control, there is a fear of someone else having authority and autonomy over you, right? It's kind of around that type of thing. We could talk for hours on the subject, on the psychology of it, but we're not going to, because we want to keep it really easy here. Most people do that. They focus on it in some way. And if it's not trying to appease the other person or the other being, it's trying to understand it. And if it's not trying to understand it, then we're trying to kind of counter it or fight back with it. But all those actions, all that focus, that's exactly what it is. It's a focus. It's a focus which expands the vibration, which expands it. There's a magnifying glass. All cameras are now pointed on this vibration, which will continue to manifest physically by way of thought, feeling, action, word. Really, what the creator self of us is really saying is, hey, no, this is good because you've forgotten who you are. You've forgotten who you are. You've spent so much of your lifetime putting your vibration out to others, putting your attention out to try and align with others' ego, with others' personality, with others' emotions, thoughts and feelings, because you feel separated, instead of realizing that you are unified in unity with the creator version of yourself. Now, this is really important. Let's just stay with me for this moment here, because the creator version of yourself is the creator version of everybody. There is no separation there. That I am, the source version of you, the higher self version of you, knows so fully that they are always in harmony, in a beautiful, balanced, joyful relationship with every other person on this planet, every other being, every other sentient being, and everything that doesn't appear to be sentient. Everything. There is harmony, nothing but harmony, abundance, joy, love. That is it. That is it. That's what the creator version of you knows. Right? But most of us aren't unified with that creator version of self. And so we create passively these situations to help us remember who we are. Because, like I said yesterday in yesterday's video, this is a practical mystery schools. And we're experiencing this week a very real version of the dark mysteries. And that's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Because the events that are unfolding this week for you personally, for each being personally, that are culminating this week for you personally, not to mention what's going on in the world. Who knows? Who cares? Don't worry about it. For real. Because when you align yourself with the creator version of you, you realize that there is a bigger plan and that all is well. So instead, focus this week on finding a way to feel good. Doesn't have to be finding a way to feel good about whatever might be going on. If you're experiencing troubling times, you're not going to be able to switch that around like that. You're not, because it's going to take too much energy, right? We're not at that point of being able to we're not at the point of spiritual and mental discipline yet. We will be. And there are people that will try, absolutely. But the point of what I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't try, I'm saying try shouldn't even come into it. Because the creative version of you is flow and is ease, right? So if we are efforting, if we are trying, if we are forcing, right, if we feel like we have to really focus our attention in a certain way, there's a 99.9% chance that the vibration that is underlying that, because the world operates off vibration first, not off thought, because thought is a translation of the vibration. Thought is a translation of the vibration based on your personal lens of perception. Same with emotions. Emotions show you whether you are unified with a creative version of yourself or whether you're seeing it from a disjointed version of yourself, which is still part of you, still part that's to be loved, but holds a lot of shadows. That's all, right? So, really the point of this video is, I have compassion, I do, for whatever you may be going through. And I can't say that I've been through what you're going through, but I can say that in the most harrowing times that I've ever experienced, the most challenging times that I've ever experienced in my personal life, the guidance that I received from my higher self, from my team of lights, and what actually worked was when I realized that if I stopped putting any type of focus, any type of magnification on an event which was happening which I didn't want to continue, if I stopped magnifying it by the ways that I said earlier in this video, and if I find a way to feel at one with all the others around me, and it doesn't have to start with whoever is in your experience that you're having right now. It can literally start with the birds outside. There's a bird on a TV aerial over there, and I'm looking at that bird right now as I'm talking to you, going, wow, look at that. I'm talking to you through this phone, which is broadcasting via Wi-Fi, which is incredible. And then there's this bird just sat up on this TV aerial, another way of connecting with people, right? Channeling down that energy. And if I look at that bird, it's looking at me. I'm like, wow, I wonder what it sees. Just be in marvel, be in awe. Find a way to be in awe at the harmony, the balance, and the fun that this world is offering. I find it so funny that out of all the places that Magpie could sit, it's sitting on a metal post that must have a lot of various types of energy moving through it to receive the broadcast and the channels which it receives, right? Because it's a TV aerial. So find a way to go into your heart and to connect with the creative version of yourself, to find that peace within there. Because when you find that peace, the attention, when you find that peace, you find that gratitude, you find that love. And then you let go for that moment. You've let go of all the resistance, all the ickiness, all the stuff that doesn't feel so good that might be happening in your physical reality. You've let go of that just for that moment. And in that now moment, your vibration has gone sky high. And in your vibration going sky high, what is happening is you are welcoming back in all the higher vibrational timelines which you want to manifest. Do you see how we're not focusing on those things though? We are just matching vibrationally. And when you do that consistently enough, that's why meditation is so good. Just notice what you're feeling, notice what you're thinking, let it carry on going. This isn't really about karma, about law, cause and effect in the way that most people think. A lot of people think if something bad happens, it's because of something we did 12 years ago to this person, and I feel so bad, and I felt so bad for however long. That's not what it is. That's not how the universe works. Not now, anyway. The universe right now, it's law of attraction based, amongst many other things. But that's the most powerful thing out there, and that's what helps us create. We just get to choose, are we consciously creating with the creator aspect of ourselves? By managing our vibration, by choosing, especially in chaotic times, choosing where we focus? Or are we allowing ourselves to get distracted and tied up in other people's perceptions that we make real because we accept them as our truth? Did you hear that? Someone else's perception, someone might say something about you, someone might do something toward you, and it is only in our reaction to them that they are validated and it becomes our truth. So if you don't want it to be your truth, don't take it for your truth. And how to not take it for your truth? You don't focus on it. You don't validate it. You go, okay, well, I see how maybe that could be your perception, and, I'm sorry that you're feeling that way and you're feeling like I would do that, and, but from my point of view, from where I'm stood, that wasn't my intention, that wasn't my experience. And I'm not saying that you're lying or that you're, that you're not being truthful or that you've got any other agenda. All I'm saying is that I honor that you have your own personal truth and I have mine, and I'm going to choose to focus on my truth because that's the only way we can move forward. How would you like to move forward? Or don't even use words, because even that's really focusing on it in a certain way. So I hope this video was helpful. There are so many different ways we could have gone with this video. And I'm sure those will come through over time, especially with more questions that get asked. But this was how the angelics and the teams of light that are helping us, that are helping you, wanted this to be broadcast. So I hope that this is helpful. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what resonates and how it helps. But really, the deeper we go into our hearts, the more we find that oneness, the more we find everything we're looking for. When we look outside of ourselves, we will always get encouraged to go back in. And sometimes that looks like a very spiky situation to redirect us back inwards. I send you all so much love. I will see some of you on the 7th of July, where Tim Wilde and myself will be activating your highest Atlantean timeline. If that calls to you, please visit the link in my bio or in the description box, depending on where you're watching this. I have some one-to-one live appointments available Friday, Monday, Tuesday. If you want, it's flexible times, so you just tell me when you wanna have an appointment. We'll find a time that suits, but book via my website or via the links in the bio, whatever calls to you, whether that's for guidance, clarity, quantum healing, anchor removal, timeline jumping, whatever you want to do. You can find the link in the bio. And then after Tuesday, Wednesday, I will still be doing the distance healings that I offer already, the Ascension Symptoms distance healings, and I will still be offering the recorded readings as well, but I won't have any lives for a few weeks. Okay, so sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your Thursday, and I love you. Go be the creative version of yourselves. It's so much fun. Bye for now.